What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important AMC update to bring all of you this evening. So what we're going to be covering in this update is a little bit of an analysis on the technicals of what we're seeing on AMC on some of the longer time frames to give us an indication of what we have to look forward to or look towards going over the next couple of trading days. Now, in addition to this, we do have to take a look at the AMC and GME Ortex data right now because honestly, it's getting wildly out of hand. All-time high shares on loan, super high cost of borrows, continually making highs in terms of the estimated shares sold short. It's pretty crazy right now. Now, in addition to this, we also have to talk about what was going on with AMC today when we saw this random suspension halt freeze in price at around $13.24. A lot of people were thinking that this could be some sort of like nefarious manipulation that we were seeing, but I think there could be a couple of rational explanations to this, and there is something that kind of points towards something else going on here. So we're going to break that down and give my opinion on this as well. And the last thing that I want to cover is really this situation going on with some of these big financial institutions, these hedge funds that are taking very significant losses this year and are on the verge of collapse. First thing I want to say about that is, maybe they could have done a little bit of research on their positions so they wouldn't be getting margin called, forcibly liquidated, and absolutely blown out. So maybe that's something that the SEC wants to take a look at. But before we get into all of that information, if you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And again, guys, you heard it on the live stream today. Today and this month is going to be the cheapest that the Discord is ever going to be. We are doing a price increase next month, but if you guys do join this month, you will get grandfathered in. We are giving you guys that options data. We are coming out with new bots. We are putting together a team to make this the best place for you guys to come to learn how to trade. So if you guys are interested in that and getting grandfathered in, make sure you check out that link down below in the description. So AMC closed the day today at $13.30. Right now in the after hours, it's up a little bit, 8 cents right now. Now, we also have another one of these nonsense candles over here where the wicks get super large. I was actually recording when this happened. The one thing that you can kind of always check on to see if these candles are legit is the SPY. Now, again, when we look at the SPY here on the 5-minute, it did have one of these flash down candles that we've seen a couple of days in the past. We saw one up yesterday. We saw one, I believe, to the downside the day before here. So we are seeing some really weird price action showing up on the major ETFs, and they're kind of filtering into some of these stocks that we're looking at here. I don't really have a full explanation for that. It's kind of weird to see. But again, let's take a look at AMC at on some of these longer time frames here. So we did have AMC get very close to recapturing that 13 EMA on the 4-hour. Again, we are going to want to see these closing candles above the 200 EMA right now following the 1348 strategy. The MACD pointing back to the upside too and getting a MACD cross with the histogram coming green. And again, once we see these types of things start to happen, you can start, or in my opinion, you can start kind of looking at getting into some more call positions. But again, right now, I'm not personally looking at buying any more calls on AMC right now. So let's kind of talk briefly about what was going on with this situation today with kind of this suspension on AMC, if that's what we want to call it, the freeze, halt, suspension, whatever you want to call it. So right towards the end of the day, if you guys did not see it, all of a sudden, it looked like the price action of AMC flatlined and stopped. Looked like there was no trading going on, and this happened at a couple of different places. It happened at TradingView. I believe it did not happen at Moomoo, which is one of the reasons why this could just be, again, a little bit of a glitch. But it did happen at a wide variety of brokers. Now, the one thing that I want to point out to you guys is that if you go back to the stream around this time, we were looking at the level 2 data and there were orders getting filled, essentially. There was price action and trading going on during this time. So right now, it looks like that one of the data sources, the data feeds that feeds into a lot of these different brokerages was having an issue with AMC data, and I believe some other stocks as well. So right now, it's not necessarily something to get all that worried about. If we do a little bit more research into it and kind of figure out if there was something else going on, I will bring that to you guys. But right now, it looked like trading was still occurring. We did see some brokerages still have the price action going. We saw it on Yahoo Finance as well, and the level 2 data was still flickering around and trading was still happening. But let's come over and take a look at the Ortex data over here. So we've got 23.12% estimated short interest on AMC right now, 11.66% average cost to borrow, 19.83% max cost to borrow right here. Pretty crazy numbers that we're seeing across the board. And again, all-time high shares on loan, 176.43 million. This is getting absolutely insane. It's 34.23% of the free float that is on loan right now. So again, AMC's numbers, really crazy. And again, today, they borrowed an additional 3.16 million shares. So they aren't really showing any signs of slowing down of taking out these shares on loan. Now, again, coming over here and looking at GME, almost 30% short interest, 29.24% right now on the estimate. We have 244% average cost to borrow, 288% on the max. Now, the minimum cost to borrow is negative. Now, again, that's very, very tough to explain right now, especially with the scarcity element that we've been talking about for shares on loan. So again, somebody might have been able to make a deal, get some really, really cheap shares on loan where they're actually getting paid to take them out if somebody really didn't want them anymore. But yeah, very, very weird things happening across the board for the short interest data on both of these stocks right now. Now, I do want to talk about this situation with a lot of these big financial institutions and thinking about what the SEC has just said about retail investors investing in quote unquote meme stocks, having these giant financial institutions taking wild losses is not really a good look when the SEC is coming out and pointing the finger at retail investors. Again, remember, BlackRock and Vanguard, two of the most successful financial institutions, have the largest positions in AMC. Are you going to call them stupid too? I don't think so. Now, coming over here to look at this specific fund, Tiger Global. Now, Chase Coleman's Tiger Global Management is said to have plunged almost 52% so far this year as its main hedge fund was hurt again in May. Tiger Global's fund dropped 14.2% last month, according to a Bloomberg report, which cited an investor letter. Tiger Global's hedge fund has lost money every month this year, and the fund is on target for its worst performance in its more than 20-year history. Last month, the Financial Times reported that Tiger Global is said to have suffered $17 billion in losses in the first 4 months of the year due to the rout in technology stocks, one of the biggest dollar declines in history of the hedge fund's history. This is absolutely insane to see right now. They also reduced their management fees by 50 basis points because their performance is absolutely terrible. They are trying to keep people at their fund because they are very, very, very close. And this is the key point here that I want you guys to think about, to not only getting forcefully liquidated if they have not already of a lot of their positions due to margin calls and not being able to meet those calls, but on another kind of note here, thinking about another type of margin call, is that if their core capital gets called away by their investors, if the investors say, hey, we actually don't want to keep money with you anymore because you're down 52% this year, and their period where they are able to kind of withdraw money is up and they can start to do that, then those investors will. So that is another thing you have to watch out for here with Tiger. But that is going to wrap up this update on AMC. If you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So I hope you guys are having a great evening, and I'll see you guys in the next one.